Imagine locking your front door, flying to Florence for the week, and not worrying about packages, snow, or plumbing emergencies. Now imagine being halfway to the airport and getting a text. There's a leak in the roof. Same city, same budget, totally different lifestyle. Which would you choose? One of the most common questions I get from buyers is, should I buy a house or a condo? It seems simple, but it's a decision that shapes everything that comes next. In this video, we're going to unpack exactly that. By the end, you'll be able to know which option is the better long-term investment based on how you live, work, and plan for the future. Understand the true monthly costs, including the ones buyers often overlook, and get clarity on which one actually fits your lifestyle. Not just now, but 5 years from now. Whether you're upgrading, relocating, or buying for the first time, this decision matters. A client of mine was recently ready to upgrade. They own a gorgeous top-floor condo. Tons of light, great views, everything. But they were thinking, maybe it's time for a townhouse. More space, a backyard, that feeling of owning the whole thing. But then we broke it down. In a townhouse, you're responsible for the roof, the boiler, the trash, the sidewalk. One leak and that's your Saturday. Snowstorm? Well, that's your shovel. And that's when it clicked for them. In a condo, yeah, you're paying HOA fees, but you're also buying peace of mind. You're only responsible for what's inside the walls. Want to travel to Florence for a week? Lock the door and go. For busy professionals, that kind of simplicity is luxury. And that's what this really comes down to. Not just space, but freedom. Not just cost, but lifestyle alignment. Because the real question isn't just, should I buy a condo or a house? It's what kind of life do I want to buy into? Let's break it down. First, the financials. What are you really paying for? A condo means you're paying monthly HOA fees, plus property taxes. A house? You're covering taxes, insurance, ongoing maintenance, and sometimes unexpected surprises. Like what? One of my clients bought a townhouse. The price looked like a deal, but within 18 months, they spent over $150,000 on roof repairs, plumbing, and waterproofing issues. That great deal, total money pit. Condos might look more expensive on paper, but you're paying for services, structure, and shared responsibility. That cost buys ease. And appreciation? It depends. Townhouses in some areas can appreciate faster, but condos are often easier to sell or rent quickly, and that gives you more flexibility. The cheaper option can end up costing more over time. Next, lifestyle alignment. What kind of life are you actually building? Condos are simple. Amenities, doorman, lock and leave living. You finish work, hit the gym in your building, and then grab a glass of wine. A house, more space, more privacy, but also more responsibility. Your Saturday might be gutter cleaning or waiting for the HVAC guy. One buyer told me, I didn't realize how much work owning a house would be until I missed my condo. You have to choose based on how you actually live, not just the square footage you want. Now, let's talk about location and commute. Condos tend to be in central walkable neighborhoods, close to restaurants, parks, work, everything. Houses are often mean outer boroughs or suburbs. More space, but also more commute. If you're not remote, those extra 90 minutes a day start to add up. And even if you are remote now, will that always be the case? Don't trade daily convenience for a guest bedroom you rarely use. Then, flexibility and resale. What happens when life changes? Condos are often easier to rent out or resell. Buyers and renters love the convenience. And demand is usually higher in urban markets. Houses offer more customization, sure, but they also take more time and money to prep for resale. If you're renovating or renting, it's all on you. If your job or family situation changes quickly, that can be a problem. Flexibility matters more than you think. So, who is each one best for? Condos are great for first-time buyers, investors, frequent travelers, professionals who value convenience and low-maintenance living. Houses, on the other hand, are better suited for families, long-term residents, multi-generational households, buyers who want privacy, space, or customization. There's no right answer, only what's right for you. So now you've got clarity. You know what makes the most sense for your lifestyle, your budget, and your long-term goals, whether that's a condo or a house. But here's the next question I always get. Okay, I know what's right for me. Now, how do I actually buy it the smart way? That's where most buyers get stuck. Not in deciding what to buy, but in figuring out how to buy it the right way. If that's you, you'll want to watch this next video, how to actually buy smart in today's market. I break down the exact steps successful buyers take from finding hidden value to negotiating with leverage, especially in competitive cities. Because picking the right property is just the first move. Buying it smart, that's how you win.